Hello there. This is John Marrella. How are you? Hello, everyone. Thank you, Craig, for asking me to join this little discussion here and have a little lesson, little preview lesson, little very beginner drum set lesson. This is especially for Craig Stulka's site, Teach America Rhythm. Thank you very much, Craig, for the opportunity. Like I said, my name is John Marrella, and you could see some of my stuff at YouTube with the / John Marrella Live with a, I believe you have to put the capitals in, the J and the M and the L. Also Reverb Nation, John Marrella Drums, which is not case sensitive. Okay, I have been a performer almost all my life, professional since 15, and that's true. And there's an interview, audio interview, a phone interview with me and Craig, and you could listen to that. I hope he still has that up, and a little bit of my bio. I've toured nationally and internationally. I'm in the Rolling Stones Encyclopedia of Rock and Roll. I have also been instructing privately for many, many years, and really enjoy that. It's a joy to share with the students of all ages, all levels. And I instruct by giving the proper foundation and musical knowledge, not tricks and licks and things like that that are unrelated. This way someone could progress, and they're open-ended. They can go as far as they'd like to go. Of course, in this introductory lesson thing for the drum set, we can't get too deep into any of the drumming stuff, but of course you have to know about regular snare drumming on your practice pad. Whoops, I think that was a power surge. I don't know if the video is still recording. I hope it is. Anyway, it's only being recorded by a laptop. I've got the sound way down so the drums don't distort. Hopefully you can hear my voice. Anyway, although I have a studio equipment, I can't get the studio mics into the little laptop thing for the webcam. Oh well. I will work on that. Anyway, and I do plan to have a real website up where people can go and take web lessons or get packets or something like that. We'll see. I'm trying to get caught up with the curve of the digital age. Anyway, I'm a caveman. I play drums. What do you want, you know? Form, technique, musical knowledge, that's all has to be included. I had a wonderful private instructor, Mr. Dwayne Tham from Chicago, and I took from him for many years, and that's where I have the bulk of my instruction personally from. Of course, I played in school band, jazz band, marching band, college, the whole thing, you know, all that kind of stuff too. And then all the years of the on-the-job training. And it really makes a well-rounded person. So try to do as much as you can and get as many avenues to play or learn from that you can. Okay, of course you should have a good grip. I go with the matched grip now because it's apples and apples, and it's easy for a beginner to compare. Why is it working on one hand and not the other? And it's the same. All right, you should have about maybe an inch or so out the back end from your palm, back here, depending on the size of your hand and stuff like that, with your thumbs to the side. I don't know if you could see that in the webcam. Then turn it over, and it should look like this. Now, if you want to check it, put your hands up like this, kind of with the sticks back, and hang on with your index and your thumb, and that's the pivot point, the index and your thumb. Hang on with that and let the other ones go, and the sticks should flop back like that because of gravity. Now grab them with your fingers. See, pull them with your fingers. Look at that. Now, you don't normally always play with the fingers, but the fingers will come into play for later, for faster things. See? But anyway, now take your sticks up in the air like this. Oops, this webcam is like backwards to the way I look. Anyway, put it in a V. I'll look at this instead of looking at the camera. Put it in a V and pick a target directly in front of you and do a whip action. I'll make a silly sound like a whip. Now, if your fingers are around the stick with just a little bit of spring, they should be loose enough so when you throw it back, the fingers open, But when you fling it forward, the fingers close behind it, like a screen door. It's not too tight where you can't open the screen door, but when you leave go, psh, screen door closes. It's kind of like that, and your fingers go for a ride with the stick. And if you snap it, you might, I don't know if you could hear that on the webcam mic. I got it down so far because the drums will be so loud. It's striking the back end of my palm there, which means the pivot point is moving. Okay? Now, here's the practice pad. Billy Gladstone type. It's the hard rubber with the raised center, which is I like. It's probably the same one I had since grade school. Anyway, you want to sit up. You know, good posture. Your back will appreciate it. Relax. Just bend at the elbow. Let your wrists relax. There you go. See? So you have a slightly downward angle. I don't know if you could see that. Slightly downward angle. Oh, this way. And an upside down V. See the V? Very good. And you want to be about, a half inch off the drum. That's your neutral. And a stroke is an up-down. Okay? And don't be afraid to go up as much as you want. If you end up playing like this, that means you're hitting and picking up, and you're holding your sticks up in the air in between, and you're using a lot of extra muscles that you don't need. Just relax. Let them down. Keep your wrists still. And play. Okay? My teacher used to have me play with a broom pole across my wrist, and it couldn't roll off, and I had to play. Okay? So the stroke is a whip action. And you want to be loose enough with the fingers so it jumps up after the hit to release that shock. See? It jumps a little. Otherwise, that shock goes into your wrist. You'll get carpal tunnel or tennis elbow, well, drummer's elbow. So let it relax. And it should be the same. And go slow, and you should be the same. And notice where your fingers are, your thumb is, and how you're whipping, and how high it is. Try to make individual whip actions. Okay? All right. Because if you can't wail on one, doesn't matter how many drums you have. You got to be able to wail on one. So really, the lessons with the snare drum work is wonderful. Now you have to know some kind of musical timing or counting or notation to read so you can practice with what you're given. So it's not just copycat. It's something to learn. You're able to teach yourself. And let's say the beat is in 4, which is 4/4. Quarter notes get 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, that's easy. So the quarter notes get 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and easy, like that. See? Now the eighth notes, that's twice as small. There's 2/8 for every quarter. And you count the and in between. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So go slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? If we cut it down again to the next size smaller, that's 1/16. You could think of an inch, half inch, quarter inch, 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, like that. And 1/16, you put the E and the in between the numbers and the and. So it's 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. There you go, like that. Okay. So you have to know something of that. Of course, if you're taking the lessons and learning the snare, drum, and the music, it'll help you.